So making this video is probably not a good idea. It's probably gonna be my most open video I've ever made, and YouTube is my form of therapy. I've been going to therapy for about a couple of weeks now, and it's going great. By the way, in case anyone's wondering, therapy is going wonderfully. But I always wanted to make a video like this, but I've always been too afraid to, and now I feel like it's a good time to do it. Since my comeback stream is about to start here in about 2 weeks, less than 2 weeks now actually, and I figured this would be a great time to do it. So, without further ado, this is going to be my entire life story from me to you guys. Unfiltered, 100% truthful. I am Celtic Reviews, formerly known as the Film Attackers, but my real name is Michael William Hall. I was born in Dublin, Ireland, June 12th, 1997. My mom and my dad did their best. I can't say so much for my dad, but my mom did. My mom was from America. She has part Irish in her, but not fully. My mom's side of the family has a little bit of Irish in them, not much. She went to Ireland for vacation. Met my dad, Jason. My dad is full-blooded Irish. He was born in the same hospital. I was born in the same hospital as him in Dublin, Ireland. When my mom and my dad met, they hit it off. It was perfect, love at first sight. Until my mom realized how much of a womanizing abuser he was. When I was born, my dad would not only hit her, but hit me. It was a constant thing of slapping, punching, and choking. My childhood isn't the prettiest. My fondest memories of my childhood were watching movies and playing video games. That was my fondest childhood memory. My dad would constantly run around on my mom, cheat on her with every person he saw. Any hole he saw that he could get into, he did. My mom wound up getting sick of it 6 years later. When I was 6 years old, my mom basically took me back to America. I grew up most of my life in America. I grew up 6 years of my life in Ireland, and I grew up most of the rest of my life here. We moved to South Carolina. I grew up most of my life in Darlington. This is where, I got to know most of my family that I know now, very good people. Again, even though we moved to a new place away from that asshole, nothing was still good. My mom would drink constantly. She would meet men that would abuse her and abuse me, and it was a constant, nonstop thing, and my childhood was that. I think the worst of it was when my then stepdad, which I won't be revealing names, I don't want people going to harass him, put his hands around my mother's throat. I was 12 years old at the time. I got a bat and hit him in the head with it. He got up and immediately punched me in the stomach and wrapped his hands around my throat. My mom proceeded to get a knife, hold it at him, told him if he didn't leave, she would stab him. And due to the noise complaints, the neighbors called the cops. My childhood was fucked up. I didn't have a normal one. Constant moving, new dads, left and right. The only good memories I had were the friends I had for a short period of time. Now, my friends were movie nerds like me. While my mom and my then dads would fight, me and them would be in my room with the door closed watching movies as long as we could. My fondest memory was with my friend Jordan when we were kids watching Scarface. And would watch stuff like Shaun of the Dead and Tarantino films. Because he didn't have the easiest childhood as well. That's why we bonded. We had very difficult childhoods. Things changed though when my mom met my now stepdad, who was an amazing person. But due to all the childhood trauma that I have faced in my life, I was mentally fucked up. I had severe depression and PTSD, which I still suffer from today. So my family thought it'd be best if I moved to Conway, South Carolina. But that only made things worse. I went to Conway High. There I met several of my former friends who were into drugs. I was a depressed person. Never smiled, barely laughed. Only time I did was to put on a show for my friends to let them know that I was okay. I didn't want them worrying about me. So I put on a fake smile and fake laugh. My friend told me about drugs and told me how they can numb my pain. I was constantly hurting every day, having bad PTSD attacks in class. I decided to pop pills. What kind of pills I will not disclose because I that's a lot to go into. But I popped pills and they didn't numb the pain for a bit. My curiosity peaked. I would go to parties, snort cocaine. I shot up once in my life. I was a wreck. I dated girls that didn't love me. They only cared about one thing, and that was that I could get them drugs and take them to parties, and they would cheat around on me. They didn't give a fuck about me. High school is mostly a static. It's kind of like I don't remember much from my high school until my senior year, which I'll get into. The reason why I don't remember much is, do you ever like turn the channel on the TV? You get that static channel. It's kind of like that with me. There are some memories that I can remember fondly, and there are others that are like static. I can't remember. I remember sometimes me going to parties. It's barely there, but I remember sorta. Then there are some memories that are just gone, pure static snow. Senior year came in high school, and I was still into drugs pretty heavily until I met a girl named Mira. I've talked about her a lot on my YouTube channel, and she is the main reason why I decided to get clean. She was such a ray of sunshine on such a dark day for me. I would honestly look forward to going to school just to see her. Of course, I never told her about me being addicted to drugs. I never wanted to tell her that. I didn't want her thinking less of me, so I hid it. I decided to get clean myself. But before I could, me and her broke up. She went out with a guy whose name I still won't disclose. I won't disclose anyone's names because I don't want people harassing them and all that. She went out with another guy. And that tore me up so bad that honestly, I just wanted to fucking die. The one good thing I had for most of my life was gone. Without an explanation, it was gone. I would do my best in school to avoid them. Anytime I saw them together, I would walk the other direction. I would constantly think about ways of beating the fuck out of him, which is not something that you should do. I hated myself for letting her get away. I then met another girl who was not a good person. We were friends, at least I thought we were. But at the time, me and Mara were still dating. I heard rumors that Mara was cheating on me when we got back together. We were doing a long distance thing. She moved to Indiana. I was still in South Carolina. I heard rumors that she was cheating on me. I was shown screenshots by my ex, and I believed them. But what I didn't know was that my ex was also, you know, telling Mara that I was cheating on her, which never happened. We had such a big falling out. It destroyed us mentally. Me and her were both fought. I couldn't believe she would cheat on me, and she didn't believe that I cheated on her, but we reacted irrationally, and that was on us. We honestly should have asked each other instead of just believing what we saw. But even through all that, I decided to still become a better person. So after graduation, I went to rehab. It was the hardest months of my life. It was literally hard. I remember screaming so much and crying and feeling that need to take drugs was just horrible. I was then dating my ex, the one that broke me and Mara up. She abused me fucking horrifically. I've told this story a bunch of times on YouTube, and it was hard to stay clean when you're being mentally and physically abused. It's hard to stay clean. Every day I feared. And as a man, as a boy, my dad taught me never ever let a girl beat you up. But I was raised a different way. My mother always told me, you never lay a hand on a woman unless you feel like you need to. And I honestly thought that she would change, and she didn't. I was always scared to come out to me being abused by her, because I did once to a friend, and he laughed at me, told me that I was weak and I should have fought back. And to some extent, he's right. I should have fought back, but I didn't. That's on me. So as a form of getting away, instead of doing drugs, I created my now YouTube channel. The Film Attackers, I called myself. Me and my friend had this idea for this channel back in high school, but since he was busy, I made it. It was originally going to be where me and him review movies together and all that, but again, my first video is actually a review with me and him. You can still find it on my channel. It's I think it's my first ever video. Um, I made this as a form of therapy, to get away from things, to get my mind off everything. That was when I met another YouTuber by the name of One Race Movies Suck. Now, keep in mind, when I first made this YouTube channel, I didn't expect to garner a fan base. Again, I was just doing this to clear my head. Then one day, I bought The Martian on Blu-ray. I was looking up reviews on it to see what people thought of it, because I watched it and I was like, I wonder how many people thought this was a great film. I saw a review where he was stating how the movie was racist, and I was like, okay, this seems a little bit wrong. So I wound up making my first ever video on him. That video garnered so much traction. It was unreal. I didn't expect nothing to come with that video. I was honestly just making a video stating my mind for my friends, but I started gaining subscribers like crazy. He then made a response to me saying I'm racist and I'm single and alone. I didn't see this response until a month and a half later. He was completely out of my mind at that point. I was done. I moved on. I didn't know he was still making videos. Like, he made a few videos on me. So I wound up responding back, and that was the biggest mistake I could have done. I wanted to get this guy off of YouTube. I just felt he was a very toxic person. And a lot of people felt the same way, including a friend and two former friends, which I'll get into later on. But yeah, I met a few people along the way who helped me. Omega Red is one of them. He's a friend of mine. Me and Omega, we made videos on him. We were basically calling him out on his bullshit. I don't know how I got the White Knight or the Knight in Shining Armor title. I guess it was because I was the one who was constantly fighting back against them, maybe, but I didn't want that title. I just wanted people to see what kind of asshole this guy was, and he was. I made videos defending myself, protecting myself from this guy's horrible, horrible, horrible accusations of me being a racist. This fighting went on for a while. I garnered a lot of subscribers, and when I was at 110 subscribers, I believe it was either 90 or 110, I'm not sure. I met a YouTuber by the name of Altex TV. He commented on one of my videos, and I just remember thinking, I want to see what this guy, because every time someone comments on my videos, like saying, hey, good video, stuff like that, I always will check your channel and see if you have any content, and I will usually leave likes, or I'll comment, or I'll subscribe to your channel. That's how you normally do things. But I remember there was something special about this guy's channel. I was sitting there watching a bunch of his videos. I was like, this guy doesn't give a fuck what you think. He's going to say his opinion, and that's that. He didn't care what people thought. And I was like, dude, this guy, this guy's ballsy. And I remember subscribing and leaving several comments on his videos because I was seriously impressed. And he had more subscribers than me. And I just remember, like, we talked on the comments, and then we wound up adding each other on Facebook, and we became friends right then and there. We were just hitting it off. We talked almost all the time. And, while that beef was going on between, me, Altex versus One Race, which, at this point it was getting ridiculous. You had One Race saying how we were all racist, how we're all single and alone, how we're all pathetic, and recently he said we were trying to kill ourselves over him, which is entirely not true, which, that's a fucked up thing to say. He said other horrible things, some including 9/11, which I'll get into. We started a beef with Milkinator, a channel called Milkinator. Now, Milkinator is still one of my friends today. Altex, I know he doesn't like me anymore, and that's fine. I hope one day I can rebuild that bridge, that I have burnt with him. Hopefully one day I can. But we had this beef with Milkinator because one of his videos, which was the top 10 worst films of 2019. And that beef really, we were going at him. And what's crazy is that our hatred of One Race kind of brought all of us together. Because while we were still making videos on one another, I was doing streams, calling Milkinator out, and honestly, that was a dumb thing to do. But I made streams calling him out. And because of that, we wound up becoming friends over trolls attacking me and all that. We wound up becoming friends. We got each other on Twitter, and now me and him do talk constantly. We help each other out. And no, over the course, we met a YouTuber by the name of Jay Fighter, who was a great YouTuber. I remember him commenting on my videos as well, and me and him just got along instantly. And yeah, we may not have agreed on certain things, but honestly, I mean, he was a great content creator, and I feel bad, honestly, for the way I've treated him. Like, I treated him and Altex very poorly. I will own up to that. For that, to both of you, I'm sorry. I don't know if you guys made it this far in the video, but I am sorry. Unfortunately, during all this time, we were hardcore rallying up against One Race. One Race was attacking us. We were fighting back. We were making videos proving him wrong, showing evidence, showing clips, and unfortunately, he found a way to use that to his advantage. Milkinator decided to take some of his videos that he thought people could have used to make videos against One Race to upload them on his backup channel. Now, One Race said that he didn't care if he re-uploaded his videos, but obviously he did, because once Milkinator did that, a bunch of strikes happened. And because of that, my friend Milkinator got his channel taken down. Granted, he has built himself back up. He's going strong, in my opinion. He's doing a great job. But that was a hard blow to him. I remember me getting a message from him, just he was upset. He was like, my channel got taken down. I was like, what the fuck? And also at this time, Altex stepped away because, he was getting harassed on his public Facebook page. And he was sick of it. So he called the police for harassment and left it alone. Jay Fighter wound up walking away, I think, a little bit later on. I think he made a few videos and said he was done, and he made great videos on them. But me, I always want to fight back, and I will. This is around the time when he was saying how all cops are racist, how 9/11 wasn't a big fucking deal to him, and I made videos on that, and honestly, my 9/11 video that I made on him got taken down by him, because I didn't show any clips. I played audio where he was saying, I didn't lose sleep over 9/11, whatever, I didn't lose sleep for the people that lost their lives, which I thought was a very fucked up thing to say, and I honestly thought if I showed that, his fan base will actually wake the fuck up and see what kind of person he was. But it didn't. It just triggered them and made them attack me more. I started to realize the pattern. The more I went after this guy, the more proof and evidence I've showed, they would constantly attack me. Now, I don't know if One Race did this, or I believe One Race did this, but he used my name to take down one of my friends, Gordon's videos, and try to pin it on me. He's still making videos saying how, Milkinator is still the troll, which is completely wrong. Because of all of this that happened with One Race, my depression went so downhill. Now, he's not the reason why I wanted to kill myself recently. That reason is because, my PTSD, my anxiety, and my depression has just been getting worse and worse and worse. And there's a lot of shit that's happened in my life that made me want to do that. It has nothing to do with One Race at all. He has no control over my life. In fact, before this, I made a video recently, and that's honestly the last time I'm going to talk about the douche until this video, and after that I'm done. Because he is, he's a major part of what happened to my YouTube channel, and I'm not going to lie, making videos on him did garner me a fan base, but the people who did stick around enjoyed my other content, my reviews and all that, but recently I did try to kill myself. And this is not my first attempt, but this is the first attempt of me going to the hospital. I messed up and I'm sorry. I probably let a lot of people down. And I let my depression get the best of me, and that's not how things should be. Due to the drama that's happened recently, I lost two good friends, Altex and Jay Fighter. And I honestly miss them like crazy. We helped each other out, and it sucks not talking to them daily like I used to. They're doing their own thing now. Their videos have been fantastic, and I want them to know to keep up the good work, guys. You guys are doing fantastic, and I hope you guys keep doing what you're doing, because I swear, with the content you guys make, you guys are going to skyrocket. And you guys already are, and that's awesome. I do miss them. I mean, Altex helped me out the most. He helped me put my mother into a. He basically helped my family. And that's something I'm never going to forget. I'm never going to forget that dude. I've made mistakes as a human. I'm not a good person. I've done horrific things. I've stolen from stores. I've beat up my friends over drugs. I'm not a good person. But I'm trying to make up and be a better person. That's why I'm trying to, I'm going to therapy. I'm doing the best I can to become this great person, and that's why I changed my YouTube names, because I want to rebrand myself. I want to start anew with everyone. That's why I changed my name from the Film Attackers to Celtic Reviews. In fact, if you guys don't know this, the profile picture of my YouTube channel is the Nadaria, which it represents inner strength. Because what I'm going through requires so much inner strength. It requires a lot of inner strength for myself to become a better person. It's not an easy journey. It's an uphill battle, but uphill downhill. I don't know what the thing is called, but it's a hard struggle. I've been getting a lot of clarity. I've been feeling really good about myself as of recently. I got a new job. I work at a public store. I make good money now, and it's been really. And what's funny is that, honestly, the TV show My Name Is Earl has been helping me out a lot. I know I probably broke my promise saying I'm going on break for a while, but I really want to make this video as a form of therapy for myself, for me to open up to you guys, and hopefully, you guys will understand. This is not the end of the video, though. So, there's more, so I'm sorry, this video is going to be a long one, so I apologize. My YouTube channel means a lot to me. I love this channel to death. Like I said, when I started it, it was just for fun. It was a way to clear my head, but now I got people who watch and support my videos, and yes, as of recently, I've been getting downvoted like crazy, and I understand why, and that is completely fine. I understand if you guys want to keep downvoting me or attack me, you guys have every right to. I will not be deleting comments on this video. You guys can say whatever you want, see how you feel. I will try to respond to everyone. Hopefully there will be no fights and no attacks. I just wanted to make this video to open up to you guys. I'm still suffering from heavy PTSD, from anxiety attacks, depression. It's been a constant battle for me ever since I was like a little kid, and that was my Xbox. I hope everyone watches this and gets a better understanding of who I am as a person. Honestly, this is probably the end of the video. I know it's just going on, but this is completely unscripted, so. My life hasn't been the best. Honestly, it's been kind of hell. The events that have happened recently kind of drug me back down to a depressive state. And I really want people. My whole point is I hope people watch this and get a better understanding of who I am. Whether you love me or hate me, I love all of you. I love each and every single one of you guys so much. It means a lot to me that you guys still watch my videos, even if it's the hate. I appreciate it. Because I don't hate you guys. I honest to God love every single one of you. I just hope my Cyberpunk stream will entertain you guys, and hopefully it will. When I do my pre-stream, I get to talk to you guys and honestly just talk. It'll be fun. Hopefully I get to see you guys there. I know I said this that last video is gonna be the last video, but I really wanted to make this to get stuff off my chest and be open with everyone. So I am the film attack. Well, I was the film attackers. This is Celtic Reviews. Seeing you guys on December 9th. Hope you guys have an awesome day. I'll talk to you guys next time.